Most people think the difference between a billionaire and a regular employee is the size of their bank account. They think it's access to secret algorithms, insider information, or just being born at the right time. But if you took everything away from Warren Buffett today, every single dollar, every stock in Berkshire Hathaway, and every powerful connection, he would be a billionaire again in a decade. How? Because money is just the scoreboard. The real game is played in the mind. Welcome to the Legend Investor Mindset. In an era of get-rich-quick schemes, zero DTE options, and crypto moonshots, the true legends are doing something much harder. They are being boring, they are being patient, and they are becoming wealthier than anyone you know. Today, we aren't just looking at what they buy, we are looking at how they think. If you've ever felt like the market is a casino designed to make you lose, you're right, unless you change your operating system. The biological trap. First, we have to address a hard truth. You are biologically wired to be a terrible investor. Evolution spent millions of years teaching your brain to survive on the savannah. When you saw a predator, your amygdala triggered a fight or flight response. In the wild, that kept you alive. In the stock market, it keeps you broke. When you see a stock price surging on the news, your brain releases dopamine. It's the fear of missing out, or FOMO. You want to run with the herd. When you see the red candles of a market crash, your brain treats it like a tiger in the bushes. It screams at you to flee, to sell everything at the bottom, to save what's left. The legend investor mindset is the art of overriding these instincts. Charlie Munger, the late titan of investing, once said, "If you can't look at your portfolio drop by 50% without panicking, you get the mediocre returns you deserve." To be a legend, you must become a psychological contrarian. You must learn to be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy only when others are fearful. This sounds simple, but it is the hardest thing you will ever do because it requires you to stand alone while the rest of the world is shouting. The 3 pillars of the legend. There are 3 fundamental pillars that separate the retail gambler from the legend investor. Pillar 1, the infinite time horizon. The average person looks at a dollar and thinks about what it can buy today, a coffee, a gadget, a dinner. The legend looks at a dollar and sees a money soldier. They think about what that dollar can earn over 30 years. When you extend your time horizon to 10 or 20 years, the daily noise of the market disappears. You don't care about a 2% drop on a Tuesday. You care about where the world is going in a decade. Pillar 2, the circle of competence. Legends don't invest in everything. They invest in what they understand. If you don't understand how a company makes money, you aren't investing, you're hoping. Warren Buffett stayed out of the tech boom of the late 90s. People called him washed up and old-fashioned. Then the dot-com bubble burst, and while everyone else lost their shirts, Buffett was sitting on a mountain of cash, ready to buy. Knowing what you don't know is more important than being smart. Pillar 3, extreme discipline. In the investing world, you don't get paid for activity, you get paid for being right. Most investors feel like they must do something every day. They buy, they sell, they check the ticker every 5 minutes. The legend understands that some of the best years of their career will involve doing absolutely nothing. They wait for the fat pitch, the perfect opportunity where the risk is low and the reward is massive. And then they swing with everything they've got. The alchemy of compounding. Let's talk about the 8th wonder of the world, compound interest. People struggle with compounding because it is backloaded. In the beginning, the growth is slow, it's boring, it feels like watching grass grow. This is where most people quit. They invest for 2 years, see a 10% gain, and decide it's not fast enough. They pull their money out to chase a hot tip, effectively resetting their clock to 0. A legend understands that the real magic happens in years 15, 20, and 25.
Out of Warren Buffett's $140 billion net worth, over 90% of it came after his 65th birthday. Think about that. He didn't get rich because he had a magic year. He got rich because he refused to stop the compounding. He let the engine run for 80 decades. So how do you start? You don't need $1 million to have a legend investor mindset. You just need to change your relationship with the next. Stop looking for the next big thing. Start looking for the best thing that will still be here in 20 years. Stop checking your portfolio every day. Start reading books that sharpen your temperament. Wealth is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of discipline. It is a matter of deciding that your future self deserves more than your current self wants to spend. If you found value in this breakdown of the investing elite, hit the subscribe button. We are building a community of disciplined, rational thinkers who are tired of the noise. Leave a comment below. What is one stock or asset you believe in so much that you'd hold it for 10 years without looking at the price? Master your mind, and you will master the market. We'll see you in the next video.